Hey guys, how's it going? Going to be another review here. This is a 2012 750i BMW XDrive, the standard wheelbase. So we'll take a look at the interior. Okay, starting in the middle. If you notice, being a 750 BMW, mostly everything you see here that looks like metal is metal, which you can't say for most cars in this segment. Even as cars as expensive as $100,000, like the Mercedes S550, as recently as the 2012, 2013 models, a lot of it was actually silver painted plastic inside. I'm happy to say that in this BMW, this is all aluminum, this is aluminum, even this trim around the buttons is aluminum. Over here, it's all real metal. Even little pieces as small as this, they made metal. Same thing over here. So a real aluminum trim. All the way up here, the portion that spins is plastic with these knobs. Those are all plastic, but the ends of them are actually aluminum. All aluminum trim. These little pieces here, which is a real nice attention to detail that I've really only seen BMW do. I know Audi is known for their interiors as well. I haven't really been in too many of their cars. Even over here, these air vent surrounds, it's all real aluminum. In the Mercedes S550, this was actually silver painted plastic. In this case, this is real aluminum. Everything you see, like I said before, in most cases is real metal, which is very impressive. Coming over here, of course, this is a strip of aluminum trim. This is the real wood over here. You're not going to find plastic wood in a car like this. And if you notice over here, the center armrest is, of course, stitched leather. And even over here, this is leather trim that extends all the way down and back. And it continues back here. You can't really see it too well in the video, but it continues all the way back to where my hand is. The leather. Below the leather, there's wood trim, begins over here, and that extends all the way back, almost to the rear of the car, back there. And then below this wood here, if you notice, it's sort of a three-part design. The leather, the wood, and below that is the plastic. Now this is nice looking plastic, has a nice grain to it, and it feels high quality. It's not going to creak. It's in there very well. It doesn't move at all if you push on it. And then it extends back here, where my hand is. Now over here, if you notice, this is soft touch plastic. This extends all the way back. And this is the same material that's over here. This is all soft touch. And so is the glove box. If you notice, the things like the gaps are nice and even and relatively thin. So it's put together very nicely. If you push on anything in here, you notice it doesn't really make any sorts of noises. It's all sort of in there very well. So you're not going to get rattles or creaks in this car anytime soon. Over here you have a compartment that opens very nicely. This is all felt lined in here. Same thing for this. If you open this, it is damped and felt lined as well. Up to the dash, you notice that this is all leather, extending all the way down, and it extends a little bit to the doors. One thing I'll say about this leather is that it does almost have like a vinyl type quality to it, whereas some of the other 750 BMW models have a sort of a nicer, like a Napa leather up here, sort of the same kind of leather that's here will actually be on the dash. And this is, while nice, it is sort of squishy and soft to the touch. It almost feels artificial in some ways. It might be vinyl. I do think that it's leather, but the fact that I can't be sure, you know, it's just a little disappointing to me. The leather's just not quite as nice up here as I would like it to be. Over to the doors. Passenger side. This is all same sort of work over here. The wood with the aluminum trim on the bottom, the vinyl-like leather on top, the black, and down here you have the sort of the nicer looking leather that is all extends all the way down there. And while is nice, isn't really that supple. It's a little bit tough, a little hard, not as nice as, again, the Mercedes S550 that I've been in as recently as the 2012 model. Extending down here, this is all hard plastic. The seat controls are. The glove pockets or the door pockets are all hard plastic. That's, even in a car that's expensive, that's generally how it goes. Just a little bit of a closer look up here. You can see this is, again, aluminum trim extending to where the window goes. Over here, that's all nice aluminum trim. Again, down here, handles, of course, aluminum. And even you can see the work here, the metal work is very nice. And the switches are very small, very nice again. And again, you can see the hard plastic down here. Coming to the steering wheel, you see this is all aluminum. This is hard plastic, it's not leather wrapped, it's not soft. Over here, you can see some more bright work, which is very nice, some nice bolstering. And the steering wheel itself is a nice, very smooth, soft leather. And over here again, you see that it extends. The design extends all the way down here. This is the wood again, the aluminum, some more over here, and this is hard plastic over here. So not like the other side, this sort of cut across a little bit over here. And this is a little cubby that's felt lined. It's not really damp though, it sort of just flops around. You can close that. And then finally, take a look at the gauges. Now in the newer BMWs, you notice that it's analog and digital. So the bottom portion there is a digital readout to display other information. Okay, and we'll get a look at this over here, the radio display. This red is nice because at night it's easy to read and it doesn't really obscure your vision with a with the glow or anything like that. So that's a nice design, very legible, very nice, very well laid out. And then finally, just coming up here real quick, you notice this is all covered in cloth. Again, nothing really creaks or squeaks or anything like that. Over here, you notice, extends all the way back to the rear deck back there, which is all a nice cloth as well. It's not hard plastic like in some other cars might be. And even the B pillars are all wrapped in the cloth. The black is hard plastic, extending all the way down. So, still looks very nice. If you notice, they even added some. This actually has a nice sort of a soft touch to it, which is kind of nice. So it's not entirely hard plastic, but again, that's to help with the sound deadening and everything like that. And just quickly take a look over here. You notice that BMWs do include a felt weather stripping here, so it sort of increases the sound deadening. And also over here, this is very thick weatherproofing, so that's going to help a lot with the sound inside the car. And I think the best way to do it is like that. I think that engineering a car to be quiet is a much better way to go about things instead of sort of the active noise cancellation and things like that. Otherwise, though, get some more shots of the car. Very well put together. I think one of the nicest interiors for a luxury car in this segment that I've seen in a long time. Certainly nicer, I would say, than the 2000 up to the 2013 model year S550. I haven't been in the Audi A8 yet, but this is very nice. All the materials are genuine. The construction is significantly above average, even for this class, I would say. And overall, just a very nice car to be in. And since you spend most of your time inside, I think it's important to know what you're really getting. Okay, any questions, comments? Too long, too short? Please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do some more videos in the future, taking that into consideration. Thank you very much, guys.